my personal money, not business, to £250,000. Stop negative self-talk. Don't I look good? Not. What's all this mindset nonsense? Why do so many people link mindset to money? Surely just to get money you just gotta go do things. Wrong. Welcome to Property Investing with Abby. On today's session, I want to talk to you about why the mindset is crucial. You will not build wealth, you'll not get where you want to be, you'll not build a property portfolio, you won't get income in unless you have the right mindset. It all starts here, and I want to show you that today. Why have I called this £250,000 mindset? Because that's where my target is for the next year, to get my earnings, my personal money, not business, to £250,000. But you have to have the right mindset to do it. So I'm going to tell you all the things that I am doing this year to get my mindset ready to be able to bring that income in. So my first tip for getting your mindset ready for wealth is having self-confidence. Why do many people not have self-confidence? A lot of the time it's fear, and they doubt their abilities and they doubt themselves. They've got very low self-esteem, and it really stops you taking those steps and taking those actions. It's like you don't trust yourself when you're going to view a property, or should you buy the property, or when you're talking to an investor about investing in you. Self-confidence is key. So how do you change that? There's a couple of things you can do. The first thing is be kind to yourself. You know, recognize your abilities, and really at the end of every day you should be really thinking about, what have I done well, what have I nailed? Ignore all the rest of the stuff you've got wrong. All of us get loads of stuff wrong every day. You're only human, but think about the stuff you've done really well. The other thing to do is stand in front of a mirror, and it'll feel really weird the first time you do it, and come up with a mantra yourself. I am brilliant, I am amazing, I can property invest, I know what I'm talking about, I've got this. All those will really help develop your self-confidence. How you feel about yourself, that will be portrayed, and that will give you the confidence to go forward with property investing. Top tip number 2 is to get rid of negative self-talk. Now, what is that? That's when you tell yourself and you're down on yourself. I do this quite a bit, and it is still a challenge for me. And I'll tell you why. Every morning I get up, I'm not happy with my weight at the minute, so I'm telling myself, oh God, Abby, what are you? You're not where you were 10 years ago when you didn't have kids. So I'm negatively talking to myself about my weight, my body, and how I feel. The other thing that causes this is, and again, I'll give you a real life example. Everything's been locked down currently. Our kids are at home, and I've been watching these amazing mums on Facebook, you know, like Be Perfect, homeschooling their kids. I'm not that mum, and I don't, get a lot of time with my children because I work full time, I'm trying to build businesses, so I constantly tell myself I'm a bad mum, but that's the wrong thing to do, and it's caused by looking at social media and seeing everything else. And I have to push myself back and recognise all the amazing things that I do for my children, the life my children get to lead because of what I do and the quality time. So you really need to stop negative self-talk. Learn to recognise it when it starts in your brain, and then stop it. And then you stop it by recognising all the good that you do. I might not be at home full-time with my children. I never have been full-time mum, only when they were little, up to about 0 to 9 months. However, what have my children done this year in lockdown? We've had loads of parties. I hired a hot tub for my little girl. I've taken them away abroad this year in lockdown when nobody else has. I have. I've equipped my children. I talked to them about money. I've gone on so many experiences walking. I've done loads of stuff with my children. So yeah, I might not be there with them full time, but the quality time I have with them is quality. So that's what you need to do. Stop negative self-talk, and when you do, focus on the positive things, and it will really, really help you. So you also need to learn to accept a compliment. So many of us, we might be complimented and we'll brush it off, or we'll go, oh, they're only saying it because they want me to like them, or they're being nice. Accept it and use it to make yourself smile. Smiling will bring positivity, but also accept it. If someone says you look good, go, yeah, I do. Totally look good. You need to embrace these things because they will help your mindset, your self-confidence, and everything that you're trying to achieve in your life. So tip number 3 is take time for yourself. In this busy world that we're in, we very rarely take time for ourselves. You know, we're rushing around, we're working, trying to do shopping, cleaning, look after children, run businesses, you know, be a great grandma, granddad. We're all so busy. And then on top of that, we've got technology around us. We're constantly on Facebook, Instagram, you know, looking at things all the time, watching what other people are doing. The biggest thing to help your mindset is to stop all of that. You know, take chunks of the week where you're not on your phone, you're not on social media. Take it for you. Use it to read a book, have a bath with some candles. You know, whatever makes you feel good, make sure you take that time out. So in your weekly calendar, make sure you've got you time in there and you don't just spend it scrolling on Facebook. I do sometimes, which is really, really bad. And then you get scrolling and you don't want to stop because you don't want to miss anything. And I know that feeling. But take time just to shut your phone away, turn it off, and just take time for you, appreciating everything in your life. It will honestly make the difference. So tip number 4, and this is something that I've recently been really trying to push within myself. You know, I've had a weight problem since I was about 12 years old. I comfort eat, and it's because when I was growing up, we didn't have a lot of money, so we never really had loads of nice food. So now when I get nice food around me, it has to go in my mouth. I'm never full, and I always eat. If I'm happy, if I'm sad, I eat. One of the things that I've recently introduced is a lot of exercise. So I'm getting up every morning. I'm getting up about 5 a.m. because I need to fit it in, and before the kids get up. So half an hour a day, I'm on my treadmill doing about 3 miles, and I've built that up. And if you don't believe me, here's some photos. Don't I look good? Not. So I exercise every day. The other thing is I'm really paying attention to what I'm eating. So I'm stopping a lot of sugary foods and I'm being conscious of my diet. Now I know that might sound a ball ache, and I know you might be thinking, what's that got to do with mindset? But feeling good in yourself, my run that I do every morning makes me feel so good. I'm starting my day, I'm alive, I'm like, yeah, look what I've achieved already. Before the days began, you know, I've achieved something. And then eating really well makes my body feel good, my skin's better, my hair, and because of that, my mind's better, which means I've got more time to focus on my wealth, property, business, than focusing on anything else. It is a game changer, and I honestly, for years, I didn't believe it, but it is. Exercise and what you eat really impacts your mind. Healthy mind, healthy body, healthy food, healthy exercise, health. Being healthy with what you exercise, and it doesn't need to be like me on a treadmill, it can just be walking, but exercising and eating really good food also helps you have a great night's sleep. And research has shown time and time again, you have a really good sleep and you're really rested, you have a great day. Now that all leads to the wealth mindset. And I don't know if you know, but a lot of the millionaires, the billionaires that you see, what do they all have in common? They're all fanatic about their health. They all watch what they eat, they all, you know, exercise and do well, and it's because it helps them for greater business performance, greater performance on their personal wealth. Tip number 5, which is my last tip, it connects all of the dots, is having a life plan. I meet so many people and they don't know what they want to do or where they want to be. It's like they've got no plan because they've been taught in school that you get a good job, you work 9 to 5, you enjoy your weekends, you have a holiday a year, you work until you retire, that's your life. Oh, you might buy a house and have kids, but that's it. That's all we've been taught. But no people really take a hold of where they are and build a plan. My wealth and my life fundamentally changed when I sat down for the first time and say, if I had no financial worries, money wasn't an obstacle, what would I do for the day? You know, would I be on a desert island sipping mojitos and chilling out? Or, you know, would I be doing work volunteering? You know, or would I be going on my favourite walks because I love walking in the Peak District? What would the ideal day look like? And how do I get from where I am now to where I can live my ideal day every day for the rest of my life? And that's what you need to do. I want you to go away, get a pen and paper, a blank piece of paper, and I want you to write down what would you do if it was no obstacle? What would your ideal day be? And then start that at the end of your plan, and then start where you are now, think about what you've got and how you're going to get there so that every day you get to live the life that you should. We've all only got one life. This isn't a rehearsal, this is our life. We don't get a lot of time on this earth. So wouldn't it be nice if every single day you could do exactly what you wanted? That's called having a life plan. And honestly, having that plan where you're focused on, you're working towards it, really helps your mindset, because you know you're not going to be stuck where you are today forever. You have a plan, and you have a plan for your long-term happiness, contentment, wealth, and you're looking after your life and family. So we've just talked about having a healthy mindset and the things you can do to get your mind in the right place for wealth. What I'd love you to do is comment below and tell me, what are your barriers to this? What's stopping you getting the best mindset for you personally and for you to have the life that you want? What is it? Now, I'm not a mindset guru, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a doctor. I am just somebody ordinary that's been able to build wealth. So I want to help you, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Comment below, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you don't, and I will see you next time on Property Investing with Abby.